Hey, what's up? Amelia here. Let's see what's making news. Last night was Australian music's Night of Nights, the ARIAs. Here's Nat to take us through this year's biggest winners.
Well, it's the day after the ARIAs, you see, and I'm just doing a bit of cleaning up. But that's nothing compared to the cleaning up Troye Sivan did last night, taking out 4 awards for Song of the Year, Best Solo Artist, Best Produced Release and Best Engineered Release for his song Rush.
And I am so proud to be Australian. I'm so excited for the future of Australian music.
Also doing a fair share of the cleaning up was Genesis Owusu for Best Independent Release, Best Hip Hop / Rap Release, and his album Struggler scored Album of the Year.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Would you look at that? It's me, 21 years ago. Which is also the last time Kylie Minogue took out an ARIA. Until now, she cleaned up in the Best Pop Release category for her song Padam Padam.
This is just unbelievable.
Now the children's category is where things got interesting. One day. While the Wiggles didn't win, a former Wiggle did. Memma, with her album of the same name, took out the top gong for Best Children's Album. Well, that's all the cleaning I've got time for. Back to you, Amelia.
India is the first country through to the Cricket World Cup final. They crushed New Zealand's dreams of World Cup success last night with a 70-run victory against the Black Caps. Batter Virat Kohli etched his name into the sports record book, smashing his 50th one-day international century.
50 one-day hundreds. 50. Just let that sink in a little bit. Say it gently. 50 one-day international hundreds.
As for their final opponent, well, that'll be decided tonight when our very own Aussies take on South Africa. Now, imagine your words being read out by politicians in Parliament. Well, that's what's been happening around the country this week. Check it out.
The change I would like to make to Australia is simple.
Investing more funding into climate change action from the government.
I see firsthand how the burden of school fees can impact a student's education.
Everything you're hearing wasn't actually written by these politicians. They're speeches written by young Australians like Juliet.
Well, the speech is about how there's a lot of plastic and not much is being done about it.
It's all part of the Raise Our Voice campaign, where young people were asked to write a speech on a simple question. What change would make Australia a better place for future generations? The winners are then read out in Parliament by politicians, to politicians.
Because a single person picking up a single piece of plastic changes the world.
For Krishang, it was a chance to write about renewable energy.
And I think now is the time to be able to transition towards renewable energy, just because we are running out of time.
The campaign's been running since 2021, giving our current leaders a good opportunity to listen to our future leaders.
This is the world we are going to inherit.
Whatever decision they make, it's going to impact us more than it's going to impact them. So I think it's really important that we have something to say.
There are times in life when we all need a little assistance, and that's okay. So let's reach out and lend a helping hand. Thanks. Okay, this first story doesn't need a hand because it is a hand. A 3D printed robotic hand, that is, complete with synthetic bones, ligaments and tendons. Researchers in Switzerland did create it to try to literally give humans a hand who need it, although they say it still needs a little more work before that can happen. These little cuties at Monarto Safari Park in South Australia needed a hand or two from keepers to get their first health check. The litter of 4 lion cubs is just 3 months old, and they needed a weigh-in, vaccination and a quick once over their paws, claws and teeth to make sure they're growing up healthy and strong. And good news, they are. And you know who doesn't need a hand when it comes to, well, any sport apparently? David Beckham. The famous British former soccer player tried his hand at cricket with some kids in India while he was there for the World Cup.
Better with this than the ball.
Next stop, playing in the finals, I say, but I'm no expert. Well, that's it for now, but we'll be back with more tomorrow. Bye. Ooh.